In the early levels, you want to time your energy depletion to coincide with your leveling up. Every single time your account levels up in Summoner's War, you get a free energy refill. So that means that you have 100 levels of free energy. So start getting used to the timing as soon as possible. You never want to collect so much energy out of your inbox that it takes you over your cap. Because if you're over the maximum limit for your energy, that means you're not passively regenerating it in the background. So now granted, I know that this kind of works out at times to be maybe 2 or 3 additional energy, but I'm telling you, this stuff adds up. Eventually, that could be multiple additional runs of giants that you're saving right there. And all it is just not tapping now, but tapping it later. So it's definitely worth the patience if you can spare it. This is kind of a free late game tip, but it also works for early mid game. I know that for the audience that I'm directing this video towards, 6-starring a unit can seem like a pretty big task, but there will eventually come a day where 6-starring a monster is really easy, and you get 200 energy every single time you do it. So later on, when you have a lot of resources, you can legitimately just 6-star something and then get an energy payout along with having a new toy to play with. Also, unknown scrolls are way more important than they seem. Summoning hundreds of these at a time will give you tons of power-up material so that way you can make those 6 stars we're talking about. And I am getting so many notifications. Oh my god, my phone and my laptop are blowing up right now. I gotta leave some group chats. I guess the only other thing that I have to say about that is that summoning those hundreds of monsters from the unknown scrolls gives you easy power-up material to level up your monsters, and it'll also help awaken monsters so you can 6-star them faster. Number 5, craft your 3 reapps and 2 ancient reappraisal stones weekly. Even if you don't know what they are, just craft them. But I am going to tell you what they are. Reappraisal stones and ancient reappraisal stones, respectively, will re-roll the substats that are underneath your runes. So you're going to want to save these for your legendary runes that have the highest potential rolls in those substats. Like, let's say you got a legendary rune with like flat attack, flat HP, flat defense, and resistance. That sounds awful. And it's on a crit damage violent rune. That's crazy. So rather than going and finding another legendary crit damage violent rune and hoping for different substats, you can just reappraise the rune and it'll pop out with new substats and rolled up to the level that you rolled it, which is plus 12, by the way, because it has to be plus 12 in order to do this. And maybe, just maybe, that violent rune is going to come back out with crit rate, speed, attack, and like HP or something. Who's to say? It might take a couple tries, but that's why I'm telling you to farm up your reapps now, because you're going to need them. You're going to need more than one. Number 7 is a tip that is a bit of an umbrella. It has several sub-tips to it, and it's all about secret dungeons. If you're not familiar with the terminology, LF, Lauren SD, means looking for Lauren the Light Cowgirl's secret dungeon. So if you were to take that and type it in chat, everyone would ignore you and then keep it to themselves. But for realsies though, you've typed this in chat, it will help indicate that you're looking for a certain secret dungeon, and it's way easier than it used to be for people to invite you into their secret dungeon. And what those secret dungeons are is a place where you can farm pieces of a monster, and if you get enough of them, you'll eventually be able to summon one. But there are more ways to open a secret dungeon than just asking chat, because chat won't give it to you. Unless you're in chat channel 1050. This is colloquially known as the secret dungeon chat channel. Is this a secret? Was I not supposed to reveal this? Stop gatekeeping secret dungeons. They're not actually supposed to be secret. We should rename them to really well-known dungeons. You can also find your own secret dungeons by farming the appropriate elemental hall. On each day of the week, a different elemental hall will open, and on Fridays through Sundays, each one will be open. Then when you find the one you're looking for, you can share it with people. Because, you know, be the change you want to see in the world and all that. And lastly, you can also craft a random secret dungeon via the craft building. All you got to do is choose the element that you want and you'll open a random dungeon from among the options available. Now, speaking of the craft building, that takes us really cleanly into the segment on the craft building. Look at that. Great job, Evan. Amazing script writing. Thank you. But for realsies though, speaking of the craft building, there are way more things you can do in it. First of all, you can convert your rift crystals, albeit at a reduced rate of return. Hello everyone and welcome back to Summoner's War. Today we're doing account reviews and progression tips. This happens to be your first time on one of these streams. All you gotta do is be in chat channel 10. Let me know what your problem is and I will do my dangdest to help you out. What's going on? Ruts, hello, Versatile, Estella Maki, Kanagi, come to us, Panda, Motive is here, Mota, and over on YouTube we got Tree, we got Rick, Stranger, GG Blitz, and more. Welcome everybody to the stream. I'm glad you guys could make it today. It's been a while. This has been the longest time that I've been apart from you guys, so I'm glad that we're back on this lovely Wednesday today. Doing good. Yeah, I'm doing great, dude. Thank you for asking. Bom dia, Evinho, says Estela Maki. Bom dia. Hello, Denise and Michal. Hello. Hey, yo, Evan, looking mighty fine with that shirt, dude. Thank you so much, man. It's been a good day today. I started off with a workout with one of my buddies, and we got coffee and walked his dog. You know, less walking than normal. I didn't have as much time, but like, still, we had a blast. It was a lovely way to start the day. I've got a great, outlook on things. However, I'm extremely tired. I did not get as many hours as I normally get, and that's my bad. I only have myself to blame for that. So everybody, you know where to go. Chat channel 10. If you have a question or anything, or if you want an account review, that's where you got to be. I stopped my farming. I have a lot of energy right now because I've been doing dimension hole stuff recently. If you guys have your dimension hole energy at cap, we need to talk. And there are now guides to help you farm the rune dungeons for the dimension hole. That's a problem. We need to solve that. Vinho e brasileiro de Goiânia. Yeah, beijão Goiânia. Meu sotaque é goiano. Beijão Goiânia. Drink coffee, endure the EP. Dude, I am like the EPist. Mr. Missile is EP. I'm needing a little sleeve right now. I'm telling you, I'm needing it. Eu não falo português. I'm sorry, says Motive. Dude, eu também, man. Eu também, cara. Please review my 10-year-old account that I have not been playing on. That's from Hodiento. I don't know what accent to put on that, if I should put one at all. Kanagi is looking for a Han secret dungeon, so if you guys have a Han secret dungeon, let me know, let Kanagi know, because I'm going to be jumping in that real quick. I'd love a Han. Love a Han. Evan being bilingual is terrifying. I'm not bilingual. I know just enough Portuguese to make people from Brazil laugh. That's usually that's all I know. I know a few phrases, but an oddly amount of like diverse phrases. Like, it's kind of weird. Seppi was a good teacher in that way. Seppi taught me everything I know. Although Sloth and Monagua have also taught me some things. But those things that I've learned from Sloth and Monagua, I cannot say on stream. So that's a very important distinction to make. To get Kanagi, that's hilarious. I know enough sign language to get myself in trouble. That's so funny. All right, so 10-year-old account. They haven't been playing. Check it out. This actually checks out. The account was created in June of 2014, which was the global launch of Summoner's War, right? So the actual launch in Korea was April, and then the global was in June. And we're still celebrating the global anniversary of Summoners War right now. That's why we've got those 10x10 anniversary events. It looks like maybe they haven't done a whole lot. Well, you're F3 in World Arena, so you have an idea of what you're doing. We could try to break you further into that. And then TOA, heck, you got 3 stars on there. That's great. Most people don't actually have the patience to go in there. We can talk about that too. I know a few phrases speaks for me. Bryce, heyo, Evan. So I pulled the water Dokebi princess, and she's cool, but sorely lacking threat to make her even usable. In a world where Juno exists, she just sits in the corner and cries. Bryce, I feel like those Dokebi princesses are right there. A few of them are so close to being usable. I have the light one, and the light one seems very annoying. Every single skill offers support. She's either applying shields or she's healing the team, and she's healing all of your allies for a sizable chunk. It's like 20% or something. And it's just not quite there. If there was maybe a rune set that could reflect damage, or maybe if I paired her with the wind pudding princess, then maybe I could see something happening. But currently, not so much. So let's delve a little deeper into this account where they have allegedly not been playing for the decade. Or I shouldn't say the decade. They've clearly been playing. They haven't been playing enough. So you're able to do all of the abysses. We could probably speed this up a little bit, but to be honest, consistency is king, right? Consistency is king. If you're clearing these dungeons and you're able to do times 30 without fail, then change at your leisure. I'm actually just now in the process of building that Kyle team, right? Although I'm using Dawson. And I'm loving the process, but ultimately it's not a necessary thing. Also love no matter what. I've joined every stream except the first 2. Struggling to do GB10 on auto and TOA hard floor 80. Versatile, let's see if we can get you through those. And then we've got, oh, GG Blitz. Congratulations. You got Deborah? Dude, that's one of my most wanted LD Nat4s right now. Said the entire Summoners War community, you know, like everybody wants a Deborah. Bot Gustavo, what's going on, dude? How are you? Says that they think that the audio might only be coming in from the left. We can check that. If someone could confirm for me, then what we could do is we could maybe try to see if we could investigate that. Thank you for letting me know. If we're not doing like stereo audio, we can adjust it. Okay. So I'm actually pleased with your dungeon teams. I think that you could stand to be a little more aggressive, like take out the Riley. I think you're actually at the point with this account where like, if you're too safe, it's actually a detriment, right? So you could stand to be a little more aggressive. I'd like to say that if the boss is dead, he can't kill you. So you might as well just bring some damage. Versatile says it's like that for me too, but Panda only has right audio. Okay, turn more to the right then. I don't think it's that simple, guys. Wait, maybe it is. Maybe it's my fault. Hold on. Let me try this for you. Thoughts, guys? Thoughts, guys? Oh, now good. Hey, thank you. Shout out Mitchell. Thank you, dude. Mitchell's the best. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Yeah, he got it set up. Appreciate you, man. Oh, perfect, dude. In record time. All right. Now I'm in both of your ears. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome for that. Let's go on the island really fast and just see what they got going on. So I think some of the monsters that I wanted to take a look at. So Sig is a little bit slow, right? You know, that's kind of a signpost for something, right? It's indicative of some changes we need to make. The same is true for Crow. You're probably going to hear me say this a lot today, but like some of these monsters that are built on damage, so your Crow, your Sig, even your Veramos if you got him on Rage, right? Well, actually, let's exclude Veramos. Let's just focus on Crow and Sig, because what I'm about to say would contradict Veramos' inclusion. For these monsters that are ruined on like Rage, right, to do heavy damage, you want them to be the last ones to move on the team, but you don't want them to be slow. That's the tough part. So it's like, I would like to see maybe 20, 22 speed more on this Crow, right? Like, so I'd like to see maybe like a 43 speed Crow, 44 speed Crow. Nothing crazy, right? Just enough so that you don't get cut by the boss. And then I think you're gonna find that your results are going to improve significantly just from that little change. So, and then for your Veramos, I think your Veramos might have a little bit of an interesting like kind of rune like situation here. We're gonna change this up, and that's not a bad thing though. So nowadays, a lot of people, myself included, have opted to build Veramos on Rage whatever. The offset doesn't matter as much in PvE. You want to build him on high crit rate and crit damage. We want him to kill people, and he's good at that. Why not 45? 45 too good for you? Rude. No, 45 is great. I just like to, honestly, I want to make this approachable, because it is approachable. Like, we're not asking for too much here, you know? And oftentimes, you can get these stats by giving something. You know, something's got to give, right? This Veramos has 100% accuracy. We don't need that. Where we're going, our Veramos doesn't need accuracy. We don't even need to focus on that predominantly, right? I like where you're at with the HP. I'm liking that you're focusing on speed, but let's rune him. Speed, crit damage, HP instead. And then instead of violent, you can put him on a rage set. Right now, there's an event going on that actually lets you get a rune set this week. I chose rage. Depending on where you're at in the game, I think what you get will be different. So mark my words on that, because I'm not saying rage is right for everybody, but let me show you. So you see down here, right? Right here, this it times 80 for these seals. If you spend 80 here, you can get 6 legendary runes of a type of your choice. So some people are gonna opt for violent. Most people are probably gonna get violent, but if you're early game and struggling to build your dungeon teams, or you need to make some improvements, I would encourage you to go with Rage. Rage runes are kind of hard to come by in the beginning because you're probably not efficiently farming Necro. So I think these events are a really good way for people to kind of like add on. What's going on, Trent? Hey, Evan, good to see you. I'm struggling to give Steel Fortress team enough damage and would love more siege defense help. I've got Nana and Nora now. Dude, awesome. Heck yeah, dude. We'll go on your account and we'll check it out. Tree. I use Deborah on R5, GB12 arena offense. Let me take a sip of water, guys. It's time I put something in my body that's not coffee today. You know what I'm saying? B1 says, I got 6 useless runes. So the only thing is like, is just make sure to keep the ones that you think could be good re-app targets. Check this out, by the way. This is Summoners War branded. I got a little Angelmon on top, so I can make sure spiders don't get in my straw. Hey, Evan, how's your event going? It's good, man. It's good, man. Thank you for asking. The only thing, though, is that I think I'm behind most people. I didn't get to play over the weekend. I was actually camping. I had a really nice weekend. I went, it was a total of 6 of us, and we went camping at a lake. And it was super hot. It was unbelievably hot, but we had a blast. Totally remote, so I didn't have service for any of the time that we were at the campsite, but when we went into town, I was. Did I make s'mores? Tanagi, I wish I did, but unfortunately fires were not allowed at the campsite that we were staying at, just because the fire risk was really high. That didn't stop us from eating like a few marshmallows, but like, you know, we did not make s'mores. But man, it was such a good time. Ground camping, and like my friend brought the same friend I saw this morning for coffee. I'm dropping way too much lore on you guys right now. This is too much Evan lore. But the same friend that I saw for coffee this morning, he brought his dog. And like we just, you know, it was great. It was great. That's all I'm trying to say. CT, hi Evan. Missed the last couple because of work, but I'm off today, so I'm glad I got to come watch the live stream. Heck yeah, dude. Welcome. That's awesome. You know what? I also missed the last couple, so don't worry. There were actually, I didn't get a chance to stream Summoners War last week, which is that was a bummer. We were off on Wednesday, and then Friday I was camping. 29 the last. So I'm going to go back up to see if I missed anybody, but I like to address these kind of quick if I can. 29 the last says, hi Evan, I feel like I'm stuck at this point. Can I get some help? Yes, I got you. Let's talk. Let's talk. So F1 Arena, F2 World Arena, been playing for a while. They created their account in 2016. They've done TOA, that's awesome. You've got a speed team for Giants. You've got a fast team, fast enough that I'd call it speedy, for Dragons. And then you've got a functioning team for Necro, although I don't necessarily know if it's going that long, might not be consistent, but let's see. I can give you a quick tip for Spiritual Realm before we even talk about like what you can do to improve. I would recommend taking out, I guess Spectra can stay, but I would recommend taking out Riley, and I would take out Crow, put in Lauren, put in Seek the Fire Hellhound. It's gonna change your life. What's great about that is, so this boss, essentially, it boils down to, if you miss crit, you lose. It's pretty much that simple. Like, I wish that, you know, there's a lot of minutia if you go in and read the passives and the abilities of the boss, but really, truly, it just boils down to, if you miss a crit, you lose. So, let's not miss a crit. Seek the Fire Hellhound gives a 3-turn attack buff and crit rate buff on his 3rd skill. And that turn number is significant because it's high, and it is also his skill cooldown time. So he'll be able to use it all the time. He's also one of the very first monsters you get in the game, so you're likely to have one. If you don't, you can probably get him from the magic shop. You can just summon a bunch of unknown scrolls. You can farm some fame. Turns out he's great. Rune him on violent, put him on high. You can put him on crit damage just so he helps incidentally, but truly the only thing that matters is that he moves first. So it goes Seek, then Lauren, then it goes probably Rauk, and then I use Astar instead of Spectra. This is where your Spectra would go, and then Verd, right? So that's the turn order. Infamous Wolf, good afternoon. Still morning for me. I got 27 minutes left of morning. Oh, Bryce, dude. Bryce had an unfortunate discovery. So I came back last week, Jogun had his speed buff on his kit, but since then I haven't seen him anywhere. Did he fall off a cliff and never climb back up? Yes, dude. So don't get me started on this. This is actually one of my rabbit holes, Bryce. This is one of the things that I'm like, and I promise I'll get back to this account. This is one of the things that, like, once you bring it up, I just can't stop talking about it. So I'm gonna give myself 10 seconds. I think people are sleeping on Jogun. Jogun is still so good, dude. He has a 2nd skill that I think is super busted because it basically just decides someone's not in the game for a little while. It is like a flicker effect. Or do you play MTG? It's like a suspend effect. You know, they remove a counter on their upkeep, and then when they're out of counters, they come back into play. It's basically that. And it's great. I think he's very cool. His third skill can't get counterattacked. Like, I honestly think people underestimate him. I really think they do. So I think you should still use it. Let's go. Oh, Bryce. Yes, dude. Versatile. Yes, my MTG players. I'm just playing it last night. Let's go. Dude, I had a very high win rate last night. We played like 4 games. I won 3 of them, and the guy that won the other one was playing my deck. So it's almost like a pseudo win. I was very pleased. Okay. Thank you, Estella Maki. I won't let the chat forget you called the Dark Kebby Lord. Listen to Evan, guys. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. That was definitely longer than 10 seconds. Okay, moving back. Let's find a way to kind of get you unstuck, right? So I think your teams are looking good. I think for one of the places that you might, I want you to seriously look at your DB10 or your DB Abyss and your Necro Abyss and see if they're failing. If they're failing, let's change them. I would recommend checking out the starter guides just to kind of get like a baseline for Necro, right? And for Spiritual Realm. Like all the tips I just gave for Spiritual Realm are on a YouTube video on the channel. So if you want more detail, that's probably like the best place to go for it. The main reason I bring this up is that sometimes the twins will die on their way up to the boss because of all the reflect damage they're receiving. Because they deal a lot of damage, so they're reflecting it all. If they're not built to take it, then that's where it might be going wrong. But let's see where you can actually like go in your account to feel like you're less stuck. Padilla, or is it Pagila? What's going on? Yeah, it's not Nevin's stream if MTG doesn't come up or anime doesn't come up. If I don't drop a Yoiki Tenkai, if I'm not hitting you with a domain expansion, then it is not like it's not Nevin's stream. Or if I'm not like quoting Hunter x Hunter or something like that. All right. Sorry, guys. Let's keep going. Yeah. We got more. We got Suiki. We got Ariel. Basically, what I'm trying to see is I'm looking for opportunities for you to like go further into a different zone of like the end game. So I said that kind of non-eloquently. Let me try one more time. I'm trying to look for things that would be good in RTA. Oh, I could have just said it like that. Like, this is really good in RTA. This is surprisingly decent in RTA. Seishizo rated it kind of lower. That like, this unit got kind of hyped up recently. Sean B released a video on it after he saw Lest was using it in his replays. I've tried it. Very fun. Super fun unit. And I think he's better than perhaps like as invaluable as like the mid-tier section of Seishizo's tier list makes it seem. But you got to remember Seishizo is ranking them from a position of like super high level RTA. So like Royd, very good. Abellio, I love Abellio. I use him all the time. Camilla, I use less so, but it's not because she's bad. It's just because I was tired of using. I used her for a couple seasons, so I just moved away from her. Trying to look at what else you could potentially splice into your comp. Like Chilling and Elsharion, like these two together kind of make a comp. Elsharion just got buffed to the point where he's really good. Like, honestly, you could build a team with some of these farmable units that you have and then splice in like a Bellio as needed. If you need an AoE strip control, you can bring in the Wind Robo. I think you have quite a nice account here. But before you do any of that, I would just tune up the Spiritual Realm team and the Necro team. That's it. Okay, let's go up real quick. Sky Lady. Hey, Evan, not as old as some of these accounts, but I'll take any advice on progression. You got it. Let's do it. Dude, look at these, man. Holy heavens to Betsy. Like, this is so sick. Like, I love getting a chance to look at folks' profile. How do you like the light Geralt as time has passed? There was a lot of hype surrounding him, and he's still one of my favorite units from the collaboration. Him and, forget their Summoners War original name. I think it was the Magic Order Sword Singer. True Tight, it says, yo, my JJK domain would be an empty void, no sound, light, etc. Hunter x Hunter would be contract. I can't kill it like that, like Kurapika, so yeah. That's dope. I like that. I definitely know what my curse technique would be. But like, you know, we'll talk about that on another stream. We'll talk about that later. I don't want to take time away from people's accounts. I've already gotten too deep into why Jogun is being slept on. NTR says, can you clean my account? I've returned just about 3 days. Not so much Nat 5, but Nat 4s, I'm confused. So NTR, what I could do is I could give you some guidance, but I'm not actually logging into people's accounts. I work for the company, so I can't actually like
jump onto people's, speaking plainly, it's against terms of service. So like, I don't want to do it, but like what I could do is I could give you some guidance on where to start, and then either you could do it, or like on the down low, I ain't no snitch, you can go talk to somebody else and they can clean it up. Honestly, no one's gonna hear it from me, okay? I'm gonna keep it quiet. I look the other way. You guys are chill with me. Look, I'm cool, okay? I'm not a cop. I'd have to tell you if I was a cop. I'm gonna jump on, since you were sharing your stuff, I'd love to see like some of your monsters, just to take a peek. Did Sky Lady reply? I'm sorry, I'm like jumping between like 3 chats. I'm so sorry if I didn't see your answer. To my question, which was, how do you like the light Geralt after some time has passed? People were really hyped on this too. I like legitimately only got the dark. No, I only got the light Yennefer. Like that was the only thing I got from the collab. Magnum, baby! Magnum! All right, let's get out of here. Sky Lady, I'd take advice from you. Those were some pretty good stats. Simon says, enjoy the Lauren dungeon if anyone needs it. Quick, if you guys need Lauren the Light Cowgirl, find Simon and ask for the secret dungeon. Sounds like something a cop would say. Very cop-like. Dude, not a cop. Trent, good morning. My Steel Fortress is lacking. Perfect. Yes, this is a follow-up to the message from earlier, and I can't find any. Also would love siege defense help. Okay, let's start with Steel Fortress, and then we can take a peek. Chat, I would love your assistance on the siege defense portion. If you guys see anything that's could be of use, let me know as I scroll through. Oh, again, Trent, love the One Punch Man profile picture. And then the Steel Fortress is the one that's lacking damage. This time is really good though, dude. It's very good. Oh yeah, double Evan today. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming Soul Strike later, which I think we're in the last, oh, excuse me. Sorry guys, I'm like, dude, I'm experiencing issues in like, my body's like loading right now. I'm like, I just experienced the human version of buffering. Yeah, I'm doing Soul Strike stream. This is the last week of the Summoners War collaboration in Soul Strike. So if you have any interest in the game, you should probably check it out before that ends. So that way, because Vanessa's really good. Like Vanessa's actually like suspiciously good. So much so, what the heck? So much so that she actually like semi-altered the meta in there. And I can talk more about that on the Soul Strike stream. I don't mean to inundate you guys with Soul Strike. But if you haven't seen it yet, you should scope it out. It's the same Twitch channel, but it is on the YouTube Come To Us USA channel. So if you're watching on YouTube, it is not the same channel. Sorry about that. Might be. But ultimately, it's a different game. This damage is looking really good though, Trent. Like, it's looking really good, man. I think the only thing that, like, if you've got a Brandia, you could try that. But like, let's just see what you got going on. Or if you've got some good fight runes, that might be something that could interest you. Like, look at this, dude. 100% crit rate. 201 crit damage, that is sick. That is awesome. Now, dude, I mean, you could do something really dangerous. Oh, wait a minute, is he not? He actually has a decent amount of HP for having these stats. Dog, I'm impressed. I'm impressed, my dude. Yeah. Yeah, I am impressed. Oh, here we go. So you know what you could do? Additional damage taken from wind, damage taken from light, okay. Maybe that isn't the part where we do it. We're on crit damage, we're on attack. Could try to, no, I like the double will here. Dude, this is looking good. Hold on, let me look in here real quick. Today is the last day for the Summoners War collaboration. I won't get the Devimon. Yeah, any chance we can get some mana for the code? Dude, so come by, asking for a friend. I don't know if the code is including mana stones today. To be honest, I'll find out for you in between. But yes, so everybody please like check it out if you're interested. Gina can't clear the trash wave and ignore missing skill 3. Okay, so we've got this going first, so it does the defense break, hopefully. Because we definitely want, dude, this is a pickle that you're in right now, because your time is really good. Bot says, hi Evan, do you think you'll ever post an R5 video? Yeah, I bet I will. I would love to do that, actually. I was just talking to Michael about that, actually. Michael, who's my friend and editor of the videos, he brought that up to me. I would say that, you know, there's a lot of videos on it currently, but I will make one for the channel because I think we need it for the, like, kind of library of information. Like that, you know, I'm trying to have, like, a pretty
concise like collection of guides on the channel. So I would like to make one. So yes, the answer is yes, but not immediately because we still haven't recorded it at the time of talking, but we are thinking about it. And I would like to do that. Oh, question, why are my units from the AC just my inventory altogether side scroll? So Sorcerer Supreme, I'm unsure of exactly what you mean. That shouldn't be the case. If it is something, if it is like a literal disappear, you may need to reach out to support. That's not something that I could necessarily weigh in on, purely because I'm slightly unsure of what you mean. I haven't encountered that sort of thing out in the wild, so I'm so sorry. Maybe if you tried, maybe with a little more detail, I could try to figure out what you mean by disappeared, because they shouldn't vanish like that. Turn order is a little off because I'll need an Ancient Will speed grind. Okay, so the only thing that I'm seeing is you don't have like a consistent AoE def break at the start, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Because it relies on the skill 2 from Zinc, no? Or do you have another one? Can you make, this is from Bryce, can you make a set of videos talking about different monsters that do different things and how well, such as healers, AoE versus singles? Yes, that's a great idea actually, Bryce. So let me direct you to something to hold you over. It's outdated now because so many of the monsters have changed. But back in the day, I'm talking like 2 to 3 years ago, we did do the best damage dealer, best support, best something. And it wasn't like subjective, it was actually determined on stream. We did like a bracket and people voted to determine who the best of each category was, which was really fun. So maybe just to kind of hold yourself over, like maybe you could check that out on the, it's still live on the channel. I think it's just called like who is the best damage dealer in Summoner's War. Oh, you've watched them, but like you said, very outdated. Yeah, it's extremely outdated because the monsters have changed so much. But I would not mind doing it again. The only thing is, I think if I were to do that, maybe I should do it like via survey. You know what I mean? Or like either via like a survey here on stream where I have you guys vote to determine who the best one is, or we do it based on like tier lists or something like that, like an aggregate of like a few different sources and then I average them. Because like I think it'd be fun if we got like you guys involved in that sort of discussion though, because that's how it was for the last one. So it'd be cool to follow that up with a sequel. So if you guys are down for that, like I would be down to do that, but I would definitely need y'all's participation. Cucumber, that sounds fun. Also, hi Evan in chat. Yeah, what's up, dude? Welcome back, Cucumber. +1 for the aggregate solution. Okay, Cucumber. Dang, dude, Bach Gustavo's the homie. Look at this. If you guys need a Jubel one, or if you need Gorgo, Grego, Gorgo. Dude, this naming convention. Gorgo? I think this is Gorgo. My Punisher's Crypt is inconsistent. Let's talk about it. The Punisher's Crypt team is hard. I admit that it is hard. Porco Rose. I don't know why that got flagged. Sorry about that, Carnegie. I don't know why that got flagged. So Trent, Zinc, then Gina can clear trash waves, but still would love defense. Yeah, defense help. Let me jump back in so I can try to help you with that, Trent, because I admittedly forgot about the siege defense portion. But like, I think that you are at the point with that team where it's like you would just need effective defense break. Like I think if you got like an effective, like guaranteed, not guaranteed, but you know, like guaranteed to use the skill. You could like go, you know, like Galleon. No, Galleon won't always do it either. Hard to find that. You got to hit the right tower, then the left tower. Thank you, Trent. Yeah, so you can go face, like this team has the capability to do it on occasion, but if you go right then left, that will assist. Thank you for that. Yeah, if you go right then left, that'll make it a lot easier on yourself. I think that might be the one thing that could assist. Try that for now and see what was going on. Okay, and then... Oh, Sky Lady did answer. His damage is kind of low, but I understand if this is referring to my question how they like the light Geralt. Very dependent on artifact quality. Sorry, wasted. No, dude, don't worry. Look, top higher end advice is hard to come across. Dude, of course, dude. Like, higher end advice is hard to come across. Not at all, Sky Lady. Like, don't... I love getting a chance to check it out. Unfortunately, like, yeah,
you're definitely at a point that's like further along than even I am. I haven't made it to that point, obviously. So, but it's really cool to get to see your account and check out your monsters and get your opinion. So, not a waste at all. I'm really glad you shared. I think Trent, you might have to send another message in here so I could go back and take a look. But Darkmaster, can you look at some of my units and give me some pointers? Yes. So it looks like this is kind of semi-newer in terms of like account level progression. I've focused a lot on these. What I would recommend doing right now is like, you may have already seen the videos on the channel, but like what I would say is check out the starter team guides for like giants and for dragons, because there's a lot of little adjustments you can make. Like I jumped to Veramos now just to see how people are building him, because, oh, actually guys, I'm interrupting myself. The video that is coming out, I think today, actually, the video coming out today is 10 common mistakes new players make. And that sounds harsh. It's actually not a harsh video. I just kind of, that's just the theme of the video, right? And one of them is building units strictly according to type. And it's not anyone's fault. It's kind of like I think the game sometimes misrepresents how monsters should be built. So like examples I give are like Lauren, right? Like Lauren is an attack type monster. It's, you know, which sometimes late game, you can build her on crit damage and try to get a little bit of extra help on like BJ5, but like it's not strictly correct. Like even though she's an attack type, you don't necessarily build her on attack, right? The same is true with Veramos. I also cite Veramos as one of those like, yeah, exactly, Bryce, true that. Nora is not a support, she's a damage in disguise. Same with, dude, Leo. Leo is a support type. Veramos is a support type. So it's like there's some misleading types, and like sometimes they can kind of inform how you should build a unit, but other times they're just like wrong, you know? And so like Veramos is one of those monsters. And like nowadays, so again, I want to re-emphasize, it's not your fault. The game is presenting them a certain way. Isn't Perna HP? Yeah, Perna's HP, I think. So like nowadays with Veramos, people opt to build him on Rage for a high crit damage build instead of a support build. So keep the high speed, you still want HP, but you want to put them on slot 4 crit damage. So what I would recommend you do is take a trip to the events page and check out like this week's unique thing that you can buy, because you can actually use 80 of those 10th anniversary seals to get a full set, like 6. So it's actually more than a full set, right? It's actually a full rune wheel's worth of like Rage runes, for instance, if you were so inclined. Which I do say, I do think that like if you're very early game, I actually think that Rage might be a slightly better option for a take than Violent, just because it's kind of an investment for your future. You need runes to get runes. That's where that thought process is kind of coming from, right? You know, you can get Violent and make an investment for your future, and Violent isn't necessarily bad, but nowadays with like the Abyss dungeons, Rage has become so high in demand, and like typically early game players are gonna have to use Fatal runes instead of Rage runes, just purely out of accessibility. So I'd take Rage, throw Veramos on a Rage set, do speed, crit damage, HP, and then boom, you've got a Veramos that's fast, tanky, and can do damage. You just want to make sure that he's got crit rate as well. I can't emphasize this enough. For units that rely on crit damage, they need crit rate. Otherwise, that crit damage is totally wasted, right? Oh, and Cucumber, I want to shout this out real quick. Cucumber or Fight. Fight runes are also amazing for dungeon teams. Infamous Wolf, hey Evan, can you help me come up with decent follow-ups for my core RTA team? That is a super fun question. The core is Chandra, Cigar, Laura. Pulled her yesterday. No way. Dude, congratulations. What? Dog, that's awesome. Congratulations. Can we get some GZs for Infamous Wolf? They're on YouTube. That's huge, dude. Congratulations. I'm telling you, I am due for an LD. Like, you know, not to make your success about me right now, but like, you know, I'm not trying to skew this, but I haven't gotten an LD5 since 2020, and it was Lydia. So like, I feel like I'm owed, you know, but like, yeah, you know. That flat defense makes me go, ugh. You know, yeah, it won't be here for long, right? They'll learn about runing and it won't be here forever. This to me smells like an auto runing situation, right? Because you notice how it prioritized a main set and a full offset. For PvE, you don't really need a complete offset. You just need runes. You need stats, right? So that's my tip, right? So check out the starter team guides, and I go into how to rune these monsters during the guides.
and then like start making those shifts so that way that your monster's a little outdated, and also watch the video coming out today. Hey, the Sickler says, welcome to the chat, by the way. I see this is your first time chatting. You can do Velajul with Chandra and Cigar. Boom, meta team. Nice. That is a great suggestion. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to restart the game. I got this thing. Sometimes I think this is a glitch that only I encounter. I say this all the time. Later, dude. Dude. Remind me later. Stop bothering me. They should put Lydia on the next Second Awakening. Dude, Estella Maki, tell me about it. You know, I would like it to just be like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'd change. You'd think I would have thought about this, right? You'd think I would have thought about this more. Like, she does reflect damage, but like what I would maybe do is think about like, so they could go a couple different directions, because you want to punish people for knowing about it. You kind of want to put them in a you're danged if you do or you're danged if you don't situation. You know, if you don't attack her, she's building up stacks of damage. If you do attack her, right now all you're getting is reflected, and it's a negligible amount. Like, imagine if they put it so that it was Alexandra's passive. So it's like if you hit anybody, it's reflecting damage, but if you hit her, it's less. Something like that, you know? Just a little more punish. I don't know. But then that doesn't punish them for hitting her. That doesn't actually address the problem. So I'm gonna think about it. Chat, and of course, Evan, looking good today. Dude, thank you. Thank you so much, the Sickler. I needed that, I appreciate it. Top 10 Nat 5 that deserve a 2A next video coming. Oh my God. I would love to make that. I would love to make that. It's a little funny making it from like the company's perspective, you know? It's like from, or rather I should say on the company's channel. A lot of what I make on that channel is my perspective, right? You know, it's like, it isn't necessarily like the company's perspective on everything. It is purely mine as like a player. And I just have the privilege of getting to post it on the Summoners War channel, which is, I'm very thankful to be able to have that. But like, you know, so I would love to, dude, Bryce beat me to it. The Drunken Masters might be #1, dude. The Drunken Masters are crazy though. Like if they get a Second Awakening, we are cooked. Like actually, like they already ignore defense. They already chain skills. They heal. Those things, literally the only thing holding the Drunken Masters back is the fact that they're 3 stars. If we give them a Second Awakening, dude, it's over. Like, it's over, dude. Schlando! Oh my God, good to see you. Trent, I wish I had Chandra. Okay, wait, real quick, guys. I would like to request your guys' help. Let's focus for a second. Let's help Trent come up with some siege defenses really quick. I am less versed in siege defenses than I know some of the people in chat are, so I would love your guys' assistance with this if you have a moment. I love Abelio. I like Leica. I like a lot of things. Oh, Mantura 2A. Dude, let's get Mantura back in action. I would like that. Give me some of that. Ooh, Bulwark. Bulwark 2. I think the last time I was on here, did I try to make this work? Did I try to like force Devaraja? I feel like that's something I would have done. That's something that past Evan definitely would have done too. Does anyone know of Wind Witch? The Wind Witch, she is a beast. Oh, does he have, wait a minute, Byung-Chul, yes! We talked about this, I knew it. Trent, I had a feeling, I don't know if this is just like insane deja vu, but I feel like we talked about this. Cucumber, past Evan probably did that 100%. That sounds like something. Leaf says, Evan, between you and us. Oh yeah, because we're keeping it a secret, right? You know, Leaf? It's between me and the entirety of chat. Evan, between you and us is one of these upcoming events of free LD5. So before I even answer that, before I even address that, first of all, we all know that I'm not a Leafy 5. Second of all, chat, real moment of like you and me togetherness right now. If I told you a secret, would you keep it or would you go to Reddit? Tell me. Like, would you tell? Like if I said this is, okay, chat, there might actually come a day you would keep it, Versatile. That's pretty sick. I appreciate you. That's pretty sick. What if there might come a day where I'm all like, chat, I'm about to tell you guys something that you can't tell anybody. Like you actually can't, like don't tell anybody. That'd be so, I need a secret kept. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna tell chat.
Nobody would believe us. You can clip it. Don't pretend like you can't clip. I'd take it to my grave. 100. I love you guys. Y'all are so funny. Evan is leaking and deleting the live right after. No, for real. I would be in there and I would delete the live stream. I'd delete the VOD so fast. I'm not losing my job over this. If you're not a leaky faucet, we can't be either. Yes. Thank you, guys. Come to his panda says, funny thing about my grave, it's located right on the Reddit page. Okay, so yeah, we did talk about this. So Trent said, yes, this is in fact the third time that we've covered defenses on here. True Titan says, I love cleave defense in a white team. My best is Tiana, John, Ciara. Hello. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. James says, anything random on violent tends to win for 5 stars. Byung, Water Ivor is really strong. That's a good tip. So James is suggesting Byung-chul and the Water Ivor. I didn't see the Water Ivor in here, but like it's something just to kind of keep in mind. So you can put them on. You could even do violent for Byung. I mean, Rage is, to me, it's really strong and sometimes better because it's like, he auto crits, right? So you want max damage, but procking runes are great. My Vile runes are dirt. No, Trent, we got to get you some, dude. There's an event that's giving tons right now. Let's see, what else do we got? What else we got? You could do Nora. You could do something with Nora as well. Prilish, welcome to the chat. It says speed lead plus Byung plus Devaraja. Yes! Thank you for including Devaraja. Thank you for including Devaraja in that, because I really want Trent to use Devaraja. I don't know if he is. Trent, are you using Devaraja right now? Don't know if he is, but I hope he is. I truly hope he is. Clara Byung seems popular. Nora and Susan. Which one is Susan? I always forget. Susan's such a funny name. Apologies if anybody's mom is named Susan or something. Such a funny name. All my units are out, so not on defense. Water Runesmith. Okay, thank you. What about this? What about, we could also use a Bellio for something. Like, I think you could do something with like a Bellio and Leica. I like that because he can cut in and kind of like intervene if Leica gets low, and that extra heal goes further on Leica than it would on somebody else just because of like Leica's passive. Wusa, but he's on defense. A Bellio, like Nora, Susan. I also like the Nora. Oh, you're saying like a Bellio. Oh, Leica. I thought it was Leica. Yeah, a Bellio, Leica, Nora, Susan. But this is for guilds. So it's only 3. Angel Cruz, hi, I'm still pretty new to the game. Not sure how to progress my account further. I'm trying to get into RTA, but unsure of where to begin. Also, I have a bloom select between, between Sekhmet and Minato. Whoa, that's a tough call. Guys, can we help Angel? Like, I'd like to see how early you are before I make this signal. They're both good for RTA. I think what's important is figuring out what kind of RTA you want to be playing. You're on Lightning Global. Lightning on Global. Let me look this up real quick. Lightning. Let me just look into this real quick. I just want to see. Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, I need to check the book. Sorry about that. Oh man, I scratched my eye a second ago and it just hurts. Okay. GB10. Dude, I would advance into Abyss, by the way. The rates in Abyss are really good. Considering that you're not in Giant's Abyss yet, I would probably go with Minato. Purely because, like, you really, really need, like, good Swift runes to do Sekhmet. In fact, Cucumber just echoed the same sentiment. Sek is 100% a speed contest unit. Are you a Giants gaming dude? Yeah, see, so that's the thing. That is kind of the, that's the question you gotta answer. Out of those two, like, I think Minato is gonna be more ubiquitous, more flexible. You know, Sekhmet you build like essentially one way. Fast, accurate, that's it. But like Fastlix, wait, hold on. Have I been missing a question? Fastlix, where's your question? Evan, what's your thoughts on Light Desert Warrior and Dark Cyborg? I pulled them recently. Oh, excuse me. I'll have to go look at them. I haven't used them a lot. Philip says Minato catches a lot of people under C1 off guard and solos. Yes, a lot of people don't know, how to navigate a Minato. So that means that oftentimes you can kind of get a win just because you're making people think about the game differently. I'm a huge fan of units that make your opponent do like mental gymnastics to actually get anything done in a game. That psychological damage actually goes further than you might expect because it's like typically, right, you just focus down the damage dealer. Minato and monsters like Minato make that more complicated. It's not that simple anymore. So that's what I would do. Judano, we are currently on global. Also, hello. So yeah, Lightning, that's my tip would be to start advancing into Giant Abyss for sure. Because I'm sure you've got look, you definitely got the units for it. Just in a brief scroll through, I saw some good monsters, right? So it's like you've got the Wind Homunculus built as well. Like you can easily make the starter team. Like you could do Veramos with that. You could do Veramos and then I'd do Belladon. I talked about this before. I like him for a defense break, but honestly, I think you might be able to build a speed team. You might be able to go straight to a speed team. I would also prioritize building an Astar just to have her. This unit is one of my favorite elemental damage dealers now. Like, I love her. She is a PvE champion. Love this monster. And is there anything else back here that I want you to build? This is great. This is a good monster for RTA. This is a good monster for arena defense too. As a beginner, how do you build Spectra for TOA? So what I would do actually, so Cucumber suggested speed, crit, either rate or damage, 100 crit rate with HP. So here's the one addition that I'd add to that Cucumber. I just want to add one thing because I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but one thing that I would say is that because Spectra's base speed is the highest in the game, if you're using Spectra as a damage dealer, you could rune him so that he is like not on speed slot 2. You could actually do like HP, crit damage attack, or something like that. Speed is good because his first skill, I think, scales with speed. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that like, sometimes I prefer to have him go guaranteed after my defense breaker. Because sometimes he messes up, sometimes he uses his skill 2 when he shouldn't, and there's not defense break available because that unit hasn't moved yet, stuff like that. So I have mine runed a little bit weird. I have mine runed with the Dragon's Abyss starter team in mind. And for those of you wondering, the Dragon's Abyss starter team is moving in this turn order. It's Lorne first, then Crow, then Spectra and Veramos, and then Verd. That's why I have mine built a little bit different. It's not speed there. And Cucumber adds in one important point there. Yeah, probably I just feel like for TOA, you want him to circle regardless, or cycle regardless, but either works, 100%. You are right about that. Because the nature of the conversation was Trial of Ascension. And I'm talking about it almost like it's from a source of dungeons. So that's an important point to add on. Yeah, like I said, Cucumber's definitely not wrong. Definitely not wrong. I'm just throwing that out there. Hey, what's going on? Dokebi Law says, welcome to the chat, by the way. Welcome to the first stream. Says, why are there no stats on the Fire Magic Order Sword Singer? Wait, can someone check this for me? With no rune stats? Can someone check that for me? Is this a glitch? Tell me about this. Oh, well, this is the dark one. This is the dark one. This one's just not runed, probably. I don't know if you meant this though. This is a dark one. You did say fire, so I'm making a wrong assumption there too. So Lightning, those are the tips that I'd give for you to proceed in there. Buster says, hello, YouTube. What up, YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? Kempachi. Hey, Kempachi, what's up, dude? Says, who's your favorite monster? Second Awakened Rauk. Second Awakened Rauk. I love team-up effects. Love the damage. I like that there's no prerequisite for his skill 2 to pull 2 monsters, right? It's just good right out the box. And he's also extremely accessible. Like, he is an easy monster to find. Like, I can recommend him to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I love team-up abilities. That's why I've kind of joked about, like, wanting a Sylvia for so long because she always teams up. But I actually think that Rogue's a little better. So, you know, kind of weird. Oh, wait, thoughts on Dark Cyborg? Let me look this up. Natsuki says, hey, Evan. Yay, Evan, I love the vids. Finally made it to a stream. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. And thank you for saying that. It always makes my day when I hear people like the videos. Thank you. Dark Cyborg, Light Desert Warrior. Dark Cyborg. Oh, well, we can check out the Light Desert Warrior. Has anybody used the Light? I have not. Pretty good bruiser. I have not intersected with this monster before. Attacks the enemy to deal damage that increases according to your max HP, destroys the enemy's HP by the inflicted damage, and recovers your HP by 30% of the inflicted damage. Man, how many times can we say inflicted damage? Additionally, the damage increases by up to 100% in proportion to the enemy's destroyed HP. Whoa, that last part's actually kind of sick. I like that. Increasing the enemy's attack bar by 25%, with an 80% chance. The attack bar increases by the enemy's attack bar decreased. Dude, he's all about increasing by the amount you've decreased something. So you build him on max. I definitely see why this guy's a good bruiser. He seems like he wants to outlast people. He has damage that scales over the course of the game too. Like he's gonna get better and better. Again, your results may vary. I have not used this monster, so you know, just take that with a grain of salt. And the other monster you asked about was the Dark Cyborg. Roberta. 1080-degree spinning kick. To deal damage that's proportion to the enemy's max HP. In addition, the damage increases by 50% if the target has harmful effects. It's cool, but I'm not in love. I don't know if I'm in love with that. I'd have to see the damage. I'd have to see the damage first. I liked the fire one. I thought the fire one was kind of sick. But I don't know. Have you guys played around with the cyborgs much? Hey, Evan, give us a key for some energy, my man. Rainier. Dude, thank you for saying something, actually. Because there is a survey today, and I need to post it on YouTube. So this link is from me. There you go. That's the survey, and we give out 75 crystals to a random number of people equal to the max viewership we get on stream. So fill that out, 75 crystals. Thank you, Rainier, for reminding me. Cool. Fire Battle Angel or Fire Puppeteer? I'd go with the Puppeteer. Wood says, hey, Evan, could I get progression tips? I'm kind of lost on what to work on. Oh my God, Leo Lucifer. What? Dude's got the combo, and he's got Nefties and Smicer. What? At level 65? Dude, I'm sure you're aware, but Leo Lucifer is a combo. Like, Leo Lucifer is like, it's like straight up unfair. In like a good way, in a fun way. Wow. Wow, this is pretty hot. I haven't even opened the account yet. I haven't even like looked at anything. Literally, I tapped on your name, and this is impressive. I'm very, like, wow, I'm jealous, dude. Been playing for 32 days? What? Bro's got Nefties and Lucifer with Leo. What? This is crazy. Okay. What? This is exciting. Let's not get carried away. So for those wondering, I would say you should probably, like, if you're not already using Leo Lucifer for like arena offenses, or actually arena, it's good on arena defense. Like, you should check out some guides for this, right? Because I do not have the light unit. I do not have it. So like, I can only weigh in on this so much, but I think Leo Lucifer was included as a combo in Summoner's War, like a really strong combo in Summoner's War. If not, it was like part of the Demons family rank. Perfect. Ray Reddington says, yeah, I use Leo, Lucy, Megan, Lucian. Leo? Thank you. Okay. Perfect. Leo, Lucy, Lucifer, Megan, Lucy. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. Happy to hear that. The Salty Brawler, can you check out my Calderon team? Running the one you recommended, but it keeps failing hard and not sure why. Yes, actually, I would love to see that. Yes, I will check that out for you. Calderon is tough, dude. Let me just say that beforehand. I will say two things about that. One is that Calderon is legitimately a really difficult dungeon. Like, it is actually a really hard dungeon. It might be, that one and Sacrion, it's between those two. Those two might be the hardest dungeons in the game. The second thing is that if you're farming the Dimension Hole, you should probably farm Illunia. Because I know that like Calderon offers like Swift Runes. Dude, thank you for the hearts, guys. Y'all are awesome. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, dude, I'm loving these emotes. Whoa. Some of those were... What I would just say, like, maybe do Illunia. Because Calderon is dropping Swift, and that's like the only thing we care about in Calderon. But Illunia has a lot of good ones. That's all I'll say about the Matic. Okay. What's up, Jose? How are you, dude? So you're unsure of what to work on right now. Your Abyss team is looking good. I'm a little unsure of Lucifer in here. I'm a little unsure of his inclusion. I would maybe opt for another max HP damage scaler because right now you only actually have one. Crow is good. Crow's got good damage, but it scales with debuffs. By the time it gets to his turn, there will hopefully be a few debuffs on him, like defense break from the Bella Dion, maybe glancing or slow from Shannon, but like otherwise, I would prefer to have a max HP damage scaler, like a Kamamir, the Wind Homunculus, something like that in Lucifer's slot. And I'm assuming your Veramos is built on crit damage because this time is too good for him not to be. Water Geralt, Bryce, thank you. I don't know why I'm not used to recommending him. He is now the Magic Order Guardian. Yeah. Leith says, after reviewing Wood's team, check mine, it'll help guide him. Trust. Okay, Leith. Yeah, roger that. I'm trusting you. We got this together. Okay. Necro, you've got a good basis for it, but I wouldn't actually include Nefties in here. What I would do instead is I would probably do... I would like to maybe do like Ergar as your leader instead. He's the Dark Vampire. Let me look in here. But I think Giants should be your focus for now. Wait, doesn't this guy have something? Branding effect. Block beneficial effect. Block beneficial effect. This guy's really good for Steel Fortress. Really good for Steel Fortress, actually. Yeah, I would say to focus on the Giants for now. Like, let's get another max HP damage scaler. Like the Water Geralt, he's the Magic Order Guardian, and he's available in the Ancient Coin Shop if you don't have him yet. He's got great... Let me see this guy. Dude, nice stats, by the way. Yeah, very cool. Very cool, Wood. Let me go over to Leaf. How to go about R5. Oh, look at this, dude. He has Lucifer as well. For best progress tip, always look at the ranking and try to copy it. Yes, and sometimes though, like for speed teams, if it's a speed team sort of thing, it's harder to copy. You know, like you should try to aim for that, but it's less easy than just like copy paste, right? But still, Trent, your advice is correct. Does he have Lynn? I didn't see one, but I might have missed it. Okay, so let's do this because Leap was saying that their account would help. Oh, whoa, you've got Lucifer on your speed team. This is kind of sick, actually. So let's go in and see how this is going. So you're using Teshar. It's basically this is the same team I'm using, but you're using Lucifer instead. I wish that I could see like this team in action, but I don't think you'd be able to post a link in chat. Maybe, I don't know, do you have clips on your channel, Leaf? Because it would be kind of cool for them that maybe they could check out your YouTube channel. I don't know if you have clips or anything like that. Lala Cage? What? What's going on, Lala? Salvi Lala? Dude, good to see you. Lala Cage, it's been a long time. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. What brings you by today? Welcome, make yourself at home. It's been a while. Dude. Wow. Ranks are kind of weird. Some people just use uber weird manual to clear. True, just to get to ranking. What's up, Evan? How have you been? How's the stream been? How has the stream been? Any sick account reviews I missed out on? Sirs Luke. There actually have been some pretty sick accounts. This one we're looking at right now uses Lucifer on a speed team for Giants, and that's got me kind of hyped, if I'm being honest. Evan, I'm building a full-scale map for a one-shot. Would love to be able to show you if you're interested. Dude, you should send it to you. I'm very interested. How can I see this? How can I see it? Been a hot minute, been away from the game, so I haven't been around, but just wanted to say hi. I miss that face. Dude, I miss you too, Lala. I'm really glad that you're here today. That's awesome. I hope you come back, but no pressure. You know, do your thing. Are you playing any other games right now? Playing anything else?
Sadly, I swapped my Teshar for Leo. This is from Leaf, whose account we're looking at right now. But turn order is Prilea, then Teshar, Konamiya, Lucifer, Homunculus, which is exactly how it should be, by the way. Yeah, I think this on a speed team sounds very good. That's great guidance. So you were asking for like R5 advice. Do you run a BJ5 comp in addition to your? Because I use BJ5. It doesn't look like you do right now. So I really should make a video about R5. I really should do it. And I'm about to drop the commercial for raid. No, I'm not. No, I'm showing how to raid. Gosh dang it. Benedict Phasmo. Oh, dude, that's cool. But IRL stuff taking most time. Got you, Lala. I also own Phasmo. I don't have it installed currently, but I played a lot of it a couple years back, actually. Yeah, I enjoyed Phasmo. It scared me though. I get scared. I love horror movies though, but like I get a little scared. You know, as soon as I'm in it, it's a little too much. You know, that's it. Leave none at all. I just focused on getting sub 1 minute on all dungeons in terms of like this. Salty Brawler, find me on Come To Us Evan on Discord. I'll open up my Discord right now just so that way I don't forget. I don't go on Come To Us Evan very often, but I will check it. There we go. Okay. So if I would recommend getting a BJ5 comp started. Then for your other two teams, I'll give you some tenets, like just some ideas for how to get into it. The BJ5 team is probably the hardest part. We do have a stream on the channel. I think it's called Let's Build a BJR5 Team. And I start without one and I end with one, and it does end up working. So you could check that out if you wanted to build one alongside me and Seppi, who were building it at the time. Now for the two other teams, those to me are like easier, because essentially what you're going to be doing is you're going to build two like starter teams. These are going to be like, you know, things like Zhang Fei, featuring Second Awakened Darien, featuring Diaz, things like that. But the main thing that you want to remember is that, let me see if it's Come To Us _ Evan. Just add an underscore between Come To Us and Evan. And that's me. So the only thing you really want to remember for those comps though, put your tankiest one in the middle, put the BJ5 team all the way to the right or all the way to the left. Just don't put the BJ5 team in the middle. Because if it's in the middle, once that team dies, the head is going to go to a random direction if it's in the middle. But now if it's all the way to the right, after it does its thing, the middle team can now take the extra head of damage, right? You know, perfect. Thank you, Salty Brawler. Is your name Salty Brawler, by the way? Yes, it is. Excellent. Accepted. It was one of the best streams ever. It was very like, it was definitely effective. Oh, you're welcome, Leith. Absolutely. I'm glad it helped. Oh, also another tip for these things is for the teams that are not the BJ5 team, you want a lot of cleanse that is not reliant on a passive. Because the boss applies Oblivion, he can shut down passive abilities. So you want to look for things like Anivel's skill 2, Ariel's skill 3. There are free-to-play options. These are just the first ones that come to mind, right? You know, like technically Konamiya has a cleanse on skill 3. I don't use Konamiya on my team. I'm just offering that as like a suggestion. Okay. And okay, let me go through here. Prelish, how should I improve my GB hard team? We've talked about giants quite. Oh my gosh, dude, look at these monsters. Dog, dude, you have like one of my most wanted monsters. The light Ivor. Oh, hold on, I closed it. I think this is Prelish's first time in chat today, actually, by the way. I don't know, maybe you've been here before, but I think this is your first time chatting. Oh, I'm sorry, Haven Shadow. Hey, Evan, I wanted to know if you're willing to check up on my progress again. Made a lot and I need help with arena offense. Yes, dude, I would love to see your progress. Haven Shadow has been steadily like increasing, like, well, I should say rapidly progressing in the game. Haven Shadow's been doing a great job. And we've sort of been like pseudo tracking their progress on stream, and it's been really fun. So Prelish, dude, like you, obviously your team is insanely fast, 19 seconds. Like it's insanely great. I really want this, Berghild, that's the name. I was sort of lapsing on her name, on her Summoner for original monster name. Still, to this day, post-nerf, one of my most wanted LD5s. I have gone on record saying that I am a degenerate. I love monsters that just sit there and accrue value.
Like, to me, that's peak Summoners War play for my play style. I love that. I don't know why. I think it has, I'm like this in MTG in a way. I like building, I like having that engine online and just kind of like watching it go. So unfortunately, I don't have actually, I don't think you need, I don't think there's a way for you to get that much faster at 19 seconds, dude. That was pretty awesome. I know that you probably just wanted to show. I don't blame. That was a great team. Where is Haven? Which is funny because it's almost like you said, Haven. Would love to check up on my account. Need help getting an arena offense. Let's see the progress, dude. Look at this. Great Giants time. Oh, and again, look at this. 27 days of progress. 27 days of progress. Oh, Angel, if you'd like more help with the Giants team, I got you, dude. I got you. I can jump over there. The only thing I will also say, Angel, is like check out the Giants Abyss starter team guide that is on the channel too for even more detail. I can go on and kind of like give some tips, but like I think that that's going to go in further in depth than I have time to do with the remaining, because I'm about to hit overtime or to go over the time of the stream. Haven has been making incredible progress right now. For the Necro team, Haven, I think you might be at the point where you could take out the Fran. Wait, I'm gonna freak when I see Rift of Worlds. Dude, oh my God, you're already at triple S on everything. You're doing R4. Dog, slow down. Hichuka, see you soon later for the Soul Strike stream. I will see you then. I can't wait. Can't wait. 2 p.m. Pacific time. So in 1.5 hours, I'm gonna be doing Soul Strike. So you guys should come back. Wow, wow. Haven Shadow, I'm consistently impressed. And also LD5s, dude, very impressed. Mr. Fish, gonna send my name here so you can check my account. Wow. Oh, Zelda fan. Same, dude. Huge fan of that. BOTW is like one of my favorite games of all time. I've been playing TOTK. I love TOTK. But like the experience of discovering BOTW for the, what am I blind to? I am pretty blind. You're gonna be shocked by my progress. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go, dude. Necro hard team. Okay. Also, guys, this would be a good time for me to say, like, if I don't get to your account today, Evan ignored the chat. No, I don't mean to ignore the chat. Wait, which chat? Which of the 3 chats I'm juggling between did I accidentally ignore? Oh, guys, wait, so not today, but I am gonna have a stream store. Technically you can, but don't buy anything from the stream store yet. It won't show up on stream. But in the future, probably like next week, we're gonna have the stream store up so you can like buy reactions and stuff like that using the currency you're already accruing in the background. So you're already accruing what we call wings in the background, but then you can purchase like gifts from the store and like have them pop up on screen. So if you want a reaction, you can do that, and that should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. One of the reasons I bring that up is because I do have one for being ignored. So if you are ignored or you feel like you're ignored, then like you can pop up a GIF and it'll show that like you are feeling ignored. And I'm excited for that. Oh, I forgot to give you no offense. Oh my God, Mr. Fish, your account's looking great. Mr. Fish, your account is looking fantastic. I really like your teams. I don't know if there's anything that you actually needed. Oh, Citizens of Burke, dude. You have good interests. I like your interests. That's a reference to How to Train Your Dragon, right? Great movies. I like those movies. Let's just quickly talk about an arena offense, because I forgot to go in and actually check for that. I only like acknowledged what you've done. Dude, I would be sad if you didn't use Manananan, actually. Or you could use Daniel for something, but Daniel seems like kind of tough to facilitate here. You would need AoE attack bar reduction, like down to 0. Like if you pulled a Poseidon, like if you were able to do like Tiana Poseidon or Tiana Galleon Poseidon, or no, you should do, well, Tiana Galleon Daniel Poseidon? I mean, yeah, maybe. Tiana Galleon, yeah, something like that. Tiana Galleon and then Daniel and Poseidon, I think that would actually be pretty sick. Evil, Carnegie released all the Evans in chat 10 and I ignored the Evans. What? Yeah, I didn't even see that. I'm so sorry. I am so... My bad, dude. Fuji, let's go. What is conch level 500 in Soul Strike? Are you at conch level 500 in Soul Strike? Are you at that? So what I would probably say to do, you could do something with Manana. I don't know, like, I would feel bad if we weren't using this. Like, what if... Like, what if we use this with, like, Ikaru and Raok and Verd? Like, what if we did that? Like, would that be crazy? I feel like it's a little crazy, but I'd like to try it. Like, that sounds very silly to me, and I enjoy it. You know, I'm not used to, like, really, like, thinking through my arena offenses once I'm in there, because I cocky cleave. I would like to see you do something with Manananan. I mean, since you've got him. Although, if you can find a situation where you can AoE strip, that's why I brought up Tiana, into AoE attack bar reduction, then you follow up with, like, Daniel. Like, that's also really cool, too. Okay, let me go back and see what everybody's talking about. What did I miss in chat? Where are all these Evans? Oh, what the heck? Evan. Oh my God, Carnegie. Carnegie. That's awesome. That is so awesome, dude. That is not what I was expecting. You're gonna make an AD of Quad Evans. Yo, that's awesome. That is amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see that. I gotta find you. I gotta find it and hit that defense. Dude, that is so cool. Oh my God, that's awesome. That made me happy. That's so sweet. Wow. Well, all right. Oh, Nova. So real quick, let's do like one or two like lightning round ones, because unfortunately, guys, I do have to go in a second. So for the Punisher's Crypt team, I'm so sorry. Nova, what I'm going to direct you towards is something that can go into more detail than I can in the limited time I've got right now. We actually have a Punisher's Crypt team on the channel. It's the Vampires Walking Dogs team. It's Ergar and Verd, right? But it's Ergar, Ikaru, Raok, Crow, Verd. And that team should be able to clear if you follow the rune instructions that are in the video. And if you're struggling to make it consistent, you can attack the right tower, then the left tower, then the boss. Ideally, you'd be able to go face, but sometimes that's just not possible early. That's what I would recommend for like the starter team right there. There was a question earlier about how to improve. Oh, Salty. Calderon team. The Calderon team is Verd, Riley, Shaman, and Joltan. So let's check the Verd. Oh, that's it. Okay, the Verd. So the Verd that's used in this team, if it is this Verd, I think it's this Verd. Verd really needs to be on 100% crit rate, and the Verd that was used in the video is also built on damage. So he's built on rage and just stats. Rage, stats. Let me check some of the other ones here. Let me check Joltan real quick. Joltan, Rune tanky, nice. Runed with enough accuracy to land the stuff, that's great. Riley is pretty self-explanatory. Let me just double check her. Nice, dude. Good speed and non-violent. That's really good. And then Shaman. Shaman's the last one. 61% crit rate. Would I like to see a little bit more crit rate on it? Yes. In fact, you could ditch this set of Revenge in lieu of better stats. You could set it to just anything. This is why Evan's skill 1 ignores all damage reduction effects. It's lore accurate. Lore accurate, Evan. I love it, dude. That's awesome. That's so funny. People in chat on YouTube are talking about how Daniel is just kind of a worse, is just a worse bomber. That's so funny. That is hilarious. Guys, this has been such a fun stream. I know it went by really fast. I'm sorry that I have to go. Stay tuned today in an hour and a half. I'm going to be doing a Soul Strike stream, and it's still featuring Summoners War monsters. It's the last day of the collaboration. So if you have any even passing interest in the game, I'd recommend you check it out. You can get all of the monsters free to play. You can just get the mana and spend it in the secret shop. I hope you check it out, or even just roll by the stream if you just want to see it. It's a great game, like regardless of the collaboration. And also, if you're on Twitch, stay in chat because we're going to raid somebody. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.